We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Up next, a good one in the NFC West and a wild card rematch from a year ago as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Niners at 11-1 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Again, McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Purdy now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
On 4th down, here's Purdy. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. Now here's Michael Dixon. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Fielded at about the 28. A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Now Purdy. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. the shotgun. He finds Smith and Jigba. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Out of the gun, it's Howell. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
At the 6-yard line.
And Howell will throw it. And his pass incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Howell. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Matt Breida from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So much for the run on 3rd-and-1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards for number 11.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. McCaffrey is in. Touchdown for the Niners. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Well, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term imposing their will? And these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Here's Moore. He will return it. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
2nd down, Hal back to pass. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down, Hal now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Howell. And this one is incomplete.
Well, 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and try it for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now he'll look to throw it. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They go play action with Howell. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
That's taken on the 25. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, it's Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 37 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Moody good with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. A run between the tackles with Breida. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Powell trying to pick it up on 3rd. And he is caught. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Now a give coming right is Breida. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Powell's throw into the hands of Fant. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Brown.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Powell down to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Deommodore Lenoir. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Purdy. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Purdy. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. Pushes him aside at the 45. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Purdy will set up to throw it here. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up 1st and goal.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Purdy looking to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Next to score, Niners 28, Seahawks 10.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball... Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing on third down, Smith. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's a 2nd and 5. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
104 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 2nd down and 3. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Seahawks 10. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Geno now to throw. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here we go on fourth. Smith. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. And they take a knee. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. And they will take a knee here. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And on fourth down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Breida, they'll go up the middle. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing now is Geno. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Desperation time for Smith on fourth down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So the victory here for San Francisco. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that would be their last points of the game.
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for San Francisco, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Seattle, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.